In the last few months, I met a lot of sales and service folks, and here is what I heard from them. We are overwhelmed. There are big layoffs and there are bigger territories to cover. So salespeople just have no time. They are just strapped for resources. They're running around, more products to sell, more customers to deal with. There are more meetings and everybody's more busy, just busy work all the time. This is also true for support folks. We are seeing that work permeates every aspect of our life. We have less time for ourselves and lesser focus. The quality is getting impacted everywhere. And every organization has done the same thing. They've thrown a lot of money at a bunch of tools. So we are now flooded with tools and drowning in data. Almost everyone I spoke with was frustrated with how difficult it is to do anything meaningful. You copy from here, paste it there. You have to look at a bunch of tools. It's really hard to get work done despite of having so many tools and having so many data sources, so much investment in BI, so many sales support related tools. Bottom line is we are burning out. And that's true not just for sales and support. It's true for marketing. It's true for HR operations. And a lot of their folks felt like they're just overwhelmed and are burning out. And really the question that we need to answer is how can we do more with less? How do we ensure that our folks are empowered and they can really get things done that are value added? How do we get them out of the grunt work? The grunt work of sitting through meetings after meetings, manually typing notes, reading 25 emails before they can respond back. There is just an incredible amount of overhead that is just pulling us all down. And that is when we wondered, what can we do with technologies like ChatGPT? And can we specifically use it to automate grunt work? And after a lot of work and a lot of research and a lot of design, I'm so glad to introduce GPTfy to all of you. GPTfy is an automation and integration solution for Salesforce and ChatGPT. And the use case here is that if you are looking at accounts, you can now automatically generate a summary of an account. So what GPTfy does is it takes data from your account and all the related records that are relevant. They may be account activities, tasks, opportunities, contacts, notes on account, record itself, and it sends all of that to ChatGPT to get it summarized. And there is a lot more sophistication around how we are sending this. But the bottom line is, instead of a rep manually annotating an account summary for their management, they can now get an automatically generated one, and they can take that as a starting point. Another similar approach is opportunity-specific email. Almost every salesperson I spoke with talked about how follow-up takes a lot of their time. Yes, it's a very important revenue-generating activity, but no, you don't have to start from scratch for every email that you're writing. The challenges with email templates is they don't have the context. And so the idea here is that if we can generate email drafts with GPTfy, and GPTfy looks at an opportunity related emails, related activities, products on it, and basically captures all of that, summarizes it into a nice email that your rep can start with. That is the draft then that a sales rep takes and then can make edits to it and work on it. This is the exact same challenge in support when you think about the number of case comments, the number of emails that get exchanged on a case. And especially if you're a large company where you have a follow the sun model, there is 1 or 2 handoffs happening on a case every 24 hours. There's a significant amount of lack of productivity and cost that's happening on case and support. How do we summarize what's transpired so far? How do we do a sentiment analysis to make sure that if that case needs to be escalated, if something different needs to happen, if they need to be handled with special care because they've spoken 15 times earlier and I am the 16th guy they're speaking with. And that's the kind of sentiment analysis we can bring it onto a case. By populating a field on the case record, you can trigger automations like flows, escalations, approval processes, and things like that. One of the challenges in deriving value out of ChatGPT is prompts. If you have 1,500 sales rep, if you have 3,000 support staff, they're not going to learn how to do better prompting. That is a significant overhead. And that's why GPTfy comes prepackaged with prompts and a really robust framework on how you can create and deploy prompts across the user base you have in Salesforce. Your users don't have to learn prompts. They will be able to just pick a prompt and execute it. And that prompt is heavily optimized to give the kind of results that they really need. By doing that, your users are getting the most value out of it in as little time as possible. They don't have to learn anything, and the adoption is much quicker. The other big challenge with every customer I've worked with is data security and privacy. Data security and privacy is everybody's responsibility. So at GPTfy, we secure your Salesforce PII. And what that means is we scan and filter it out before information goes to OpenAI. We do all of this anonymization, pseudonymization, and to ensure that models like ChatGPT don't have information that can be stored, accessed by somebody else, or inadvertently get breached. Finally, a key design part of GPTfy was to make sure that it is a zero code solution. It's something that you can drop in, configure declaratively with a few clicks, and in an hour or less, you are able to start getting benefit out of it. So our focus is to kill grunt work. Using GPTfy, you and your team can thrive despite the do more with less time that we are in. GPTfy is really an enterprise-grade package that allows your organization to leverage the power of ChatGPT securely, safely, and at scale with Salesforce. If this sounds good, do visit us at gptfy.ai. You can also schedule a meeting with me or my team, and we'll be happy to get you started on this really exciting path.